In recent years, the F-35 fighter jet has seen frequent accidents. On July 31st, local time, a U.S. Navy F-35 fighter jet crashed near the Naval Air Station Lemoore in Central California. This was not the first crash involving an F-35. Over the past 3 years, F-35 series fighter jet crashes have become commonplace. For example, on January 28, 2025, a U.S. F-35 fighter jet crashed during a training exercise at Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska due to a malfunction. In May 2024, a newly built U.S. F-35B fighter jet that was originally intended for delivery to the Marine Corps was retrieved in New Mexico. In September 2023, a U.S. Marine Corps F-35 fighter jet crashed in South Carolina. And those that haven't crashed are reportedly in shockingly rusty condition. The frequent crashes of the F-35 stem from multiple causes. From a design perspective, data released by the U.S. Department of Defense shows that the F-35 has over 900 design flaws. To achieve stealth capability, it packs the engine, avionics, and other critical components into a tight space, resulting in limited landing gear space, which affects landing gear performance. Issues with the engine, ejection seat, and airframe materials have also never been properly resolved. These are all critical components for flight safety. In terms of maintenance, parts ordered by the U.S. military from Lockheed Martin often fail to arrive on time. The F-35's 1,900 suppliers are spread across 17 countries, with key materials heavily dependent on supplies from China. Since China implemented export controls on rare earths and related materials, F-35 production and maintenance have been greatly affected. The U.S. military has even had to resort to 3D printing parts on its own, but this has introduced new safety risks. Recently, there have also been frequent reports of severe rusting on the aircraft. In addition, the F-35 has also faced acclimatization issues. Environmental and climate differences worldwide mean that when the F-35 is deployed in different locations, problems keep emerging. Its coating tends to peel off, and its batteries are prone to damage in low temperatures. Moreover, its smart systems and anti-jamming capabilities are underwhelming. Human error has also become a safety hazard. For example, in January 2022, a U.S. Navy F-35C fighter jet, while landing on an aircraft carrier deck, had its pilot, for unknown reasons, failed to activate the built-in system that controls the jet's power system, causing the jet to go out of control. And you thought this was the F-35's darkest moment. Not at all. What truly shattered the F-35 myth was a video report from CCTV. It was called Assault. This video alone was enough to make potential F-35 buyers shake their heads and make countries that had already purchased the F-35 feel hopeless. Through the video's account, we can see that in a multi-tiered Air Force simulated confrontation exercise, a J-10C successfully shot down a stealth fighter. During the exercise, J-10C pilot Zenon found that his aircraft's radar could not detect the opponent's target. Once he realized he was facing a stealth aircraft, he decisively called for coordination. With the assistance of a KJ-500 airborne early warning aircraft, he ultimately launched a missile and successfully shot it down. This was the first time our forces achieved results in simulated combat against a higher-generation fighter jet. It fully demonstrated the powerful combat capability of the J-10C under system-based support. The J-10C's ability to shoot down a stealth fighter this time was inseparable from the support of system-based warfare. As Air Force aviation strategist Wang Yupian said in Asymmetric Confrontations, "It is not impossible for the old to defeat the new. Joint operations are a force multiplier. Future warfare will be system versus system." So, what is system-based warfare? System-based warfare, supported by networked information systems, integrates numerous combat elements, combat units, and combat systems into an organic whole. They perceive the battlefield situation together, share battlefield information in real time, coordinate battlefield actions accurately, execute combat missions synchronously, and conduct timely precision control and evaluation, deploying the most effective combat forces against the most valuable combat targets to deliver the most precise combat effects. For example, in the video, A detects, B fires, C captures. System-based warfare holds great significance. It is multidimensional, covering both the tangible and intangible battlefield, including the physical domain, outer space, and areas of public opinion and cognitive psychology. Its modes of operation blur the lines between front and rear, offense and defense, and other distinctions. It focuses more on striking key nodes to paralyze the entire combat system, at the same time relying on advanced battlefield sensing systems and precision-guided weapons. System-based warfare is also precise, able to shorten the combat cycle and achieve precision strikes. Essentially, system-based operations have subverted traditional modes of warfare. In this simulated air battle, players of the J-10C only need to be equipped with the KJ-500 would significantly enhance their air defense capabilities, indirectly impacting the regional security landscape, and even posing a challenge to the U.S. alliance system. Therefore, as the KJ-50 gradually expands in the international market in the future, some countries with relatively modest resources would only need to possess the KJ-50. And even with 4.5-generation fighters like the J-10C, they could still exert pressure on the F-35. It should be noted here that the renowned F-35 might not even be able